If you ain't up that life, like come around. Got the crowd, go wild. Tell me what you know about them style.
Yo, we live, y'all. Once again, episode 2 of the Memphis Jelks show. I need to get an applaud right there when I say the Memphis Jelks show.
We're about to get it down, Pat, I think. We'll see.
Definitely, man. So we're back once again. This is episode 2. Thank you guys for joining us. You know what I'm saying? If you're joining us from YouTube, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. If you're joining us from Facebook, make sure you hit that share button. And if you're joining us from Twitter, retweet. So, man, I got my awesome co-hosts up in the house, man. We got Landis in the building, man. Landis, tell them a little bit about yourself, man.
Man, listen, I'm just a young country boy trying to do great things, man. So I'm just humbled that you would invite such a lowly nigga person as myself to do your show, man.
Man, it's an honor. It's an honor to have you, man.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
we've been partners on several business ventures for a long time, man. And like, I consider you as a brother because I haven't met too many people who will be willing to invest their time, energy, and money, into like really trying to get something to kick off with me, like on some real brother partnership type stuff. So much love to you, old man. Thank you for being a part of the show. Jay, you was on the last show, so
yeah.
they kind of heard
A little bit.
a little bit. So if you want to say a little something, go on, let them know.
Now, I will say I was a hell of a drummer. He didn't mention that.
Yeah. Oh, yes, definitely.
Man, I heard that intro song and it reminded me of that Brownsville show that we did together. That was pretty good.
I had so much fun with y'all in Brownsville, man, on that stage. We rocked that joint.
Mm-hmm. Bunch of stuff.
Yep. So let's get right on into it, man. So the new year hit. I'm sure everybody's kind of, I mean, I don't want to say relieved, but kind of glad to get back to some normalcy.
Mm-hmm.
What about y'all?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like this year, man, people probably gonna be like, COVID, what, and go back being normal at some point in the year. After 2 years being locked up, people probably gonna be like, man, you know what? It's just a cold, it's just a flu. We're gonna do whatever.
It's everywhere right now. I think about half of our office or so was out right now with it. So it's everywhere.
Wow, man. I'm just glad that I think that they're kind of at least getting it under control to where I don't think it doesn't seem like as many people are dying from it. So thank God, for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So by it being a new year, man, thank God we all made it through 2021. It's 2022. So which leads me to the main topic of tonight. Not the main topic, but one of the main topics of the night. Yeah. Because we got a special guest for y'all. I mean, a top tier, like hard off the block, one of my favorite people, on earth, you know what I mean? We got a guest for y'all that y'all gonna love, and we know y'all gonna enjoy it. But for now, what we decided to do was get into these resolutions, man. What's up with these resolutions, man?
Same old. It's I say every year I'm gonna lose weight. That hasn't went my way yet, but I'm gonna try that again. I definitely got to travel more. This COVID thing's been a tough thing to deal with, but I think this year we're going to be able to take a few vacations. That'll be good. And then I moved, so I really got to get more involved with the community where I'm at, and maybe join a church or maybe even like the Freemasons or something like that, and try to get involved some kind of way. So that's what I got going on.
Cool deal. What about you? Oh,
man, a couple years ago, I was like, man, I'm gonna start making resolutions. I'm just gonna make goals to try to achieve, because I'm with Justin, man. It's every year. It's like, yo, I'm going to lose a little weight this year and try to get a little better. But you really never do. It's like you start out strong in January, then it's like February you fall off, man. But I guess I'll give a couple of my goals that I set for this year. One of them was to be consistent 365 days of the year. Like, seriously, be consistent, no matter what it is, no matter what I'm doing. But the things that I say I want to do, literally be consistent every single day. To try to be more disciplined about the stuff that I'm trying to do. And if I'm consistent, then, working out, and if I do that every day, eventually I'll lose weight. So, so it's just really about being consistent. One of my second things that I wanted to do this year was eat clean at least 75% of my time. Like 75% of the week, I want to try to eat clean. Again, if I do this 365 days of the year, at some point, some of this other stuff got to roll in. And then the last thing, or one of the other things that I had on my list, was I wanted to at least try to read one book to try to at least download some more knowledge into my mental capacity. I do a lot of random research and a lot of research and articles and reading, but I don't spend a lot of time reading a lot of books. And so, man, I can't even remember the last time I read and completed a book. I've started reading a lot of them, but finishing them, not so much on that. So at least if I can start one book this year and finish it, man, that'll be great. Great.
Man, both of you guys have some great resolutions, man, or goals.
Yeah.
Do ebooks count?
Man, listen, it'll count for me. I don't care who
It's gotta count. It's gotta count.
Listen.
Because when the pandemic hit, I downloaded an app, to where I was downloading ebooks, and while I would be working, I would have my headphones on, and I'll be listening to the books, and I listened to so many I got so much valuable information, by listening to those books. So that's why I was asking, do they count? Because
audiobooks count too.
Well, that's what I meant. Audiobooks. That's what I meant. Audiobooks. That's what I meant.
That counts in my book.
Okay, yeah, that's what I meant. Audiobooks. My bad. But yeah, just sometimes you can just find some time to just kick back and just listen to the book, and then just let your mind just flow or just drift with the book, with the words from the book. So I have three of my top resolutions for this year. One is to find a way to make more multiple income streams. I've always been, the music, was always like one income stream that I've always kind of, had. And then the videos, like video editing and things of that nature. And then now we have the podcast together. That's going to be a source of income, merchandise. I want to, build a brand, and it's just several things. I may even like Jay, what's up with the Robin Hood app?
I don't know, man. It's scaring me. Everything seems so overpriced at this point. I don't see any way that it's going to go but down. But maybe it just keeps on going up. I don't know. I'm a little bit. I don't know what to think about the stock market right now.
It's trash. That's what it is.
A lot of people are going into the real estate. They're pulling their money out of that and going back into real estate because the real estate market is crazy right now, y'all.
Yeah, it's kind of the same way. Everything's so overpriced. I don't know what to do. It's almost like I'm just sitting here waiting on things to just fall. I don't know.
How is it up there? How is the real estate market up there in the Chi?
Man, it's just like everywhere else, man. It's competitive. I mean, you literally, even to rent places, man, you got to really come with your checkbook ready to sign that day. If not, somebody else probably got it out from you. Somebody else put an offer in. So, man, people are paying 10% over, 20% over, 30% over, just to get in houses, just because, it's so slim. I mean, it's really a seller's market. I mean, if you're a seller, it's your market. But at some point, that bubble will burst. And it'll be a buyer's market again.
That's one of the reasons we moved, because we were living in Collierville, which is a suburb of Memphis, and we bought our house at 280 in end of 2019, and we sold it for 360 last year.
Wow.
But like a year and a half, I pocketed $55K.
Yeah,
And
that's a no-brainer there. That's an investment.
Yeah.
That's a
And I
return
just,
on your
just
investment.
walked
there.
away. And then we bought this house, which is we're about 2 hours from Memphis now, but it was, this is like $70 a square foot, compared to 140, 150 in Collierville. So it's crazy.
It is. It's definitely a crazy market, man. And I want to go into my second resolution. That's just to be like a better, family man, husband, father, brother, uncle, things of that nature. I just want to, just try to do more for my family and extend it to friends as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
for sure.
So some of the things that I may start doing, like you were saying, like get back, or was it Jay? Jay, I think you said it, like, get back involved in church and stuff, because like we were going faithfully, my family and I, but when the pandemic hit, it made it to where they want to stop the large group gatherings and things, and that kind of put us on hold as far as physically going to church. So we would watch our pastor, preach on television. We would watch the broadcasts and stuff. But that's definitely another thing that I want to get back into. And then last but not least, man, I just want to just join a gym. Get back into the gym like me and you were doing when we were working together. We were dedicated and we were going every single day. I missed that so much, man.
We did that 2 years in a row, man.
Yeah, we did,
2 years
man.
in a row, faithfully, every day at lunch.
And
it was crazy.
And we could go ahead, Jay.
I was just gonna say it was crazy too, because I was living in Ohio at the time, so I was only coming down once in a while, and we would go out to lunch, and it's like, man, you're getting swole.
Yeah. People be like, "What's up, swole? You getting swole, man?" I was like, messing with O and Graham.
That's the version.
Yeah, I can tell.
And I can tell that, that I'm losing some of my gains, man. It's been almost 2 years, man. It's been March will make 2 years. So it's crazy. So getting back in the gym is another thing. That's my 3, man. So what else y'all want to talk about, man? Because y'all know we got a super special guest, man, that we're gonna have to bring on here in just a second, man. I can't wait. I'm excited. Any other subjects y'all want to talk about before we get into the show?
Man, so Justin, where you trying to travel, man? Because I feel like I'm just like, COVID done killed me for 2 years. I'm going out somewhere. I'm traveling somewhere.
No, we'll probably just do the standard beach trip, probably down to Fort Walton, something like that. Destin, that's kind of the place to go from here, because it's only 6 hours or something like that. So yes, that's where we usually go.
What do you got in mind? Where you got in mind going? Oh
man, I'm thinking Bahamas, Jamaica, somewhere out of the country, man. Like, I feel like I haven't been in the U.S. too long, man. Because like before we went on lockdown, took a couple trips out of the country. Smith and Nephew sent me a couple of places, and so it was like, okay, cool, I can do this. I can take a trip international every year. And then all of a sudden, nothing. 2 years, nothing. I hadn't even been to, man, I can't even remember the last time I've been to the beach. That's how long it's been. So I at least want to get back to the beach for sure.
Yeah. I actually have a work thing, and it's in Maui. I could probably get a trip out of, but I don't know about taking
That sounds fire.
Yeah. Well, I've also got an 18-month-old, which I don't think can make that trip.
That don't sound fun on the plane. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah. So we'll see. Maybe me and the wife go and leave the kids, but we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking my family somewhere this year. And it might be sooner than later. As soon as I see a little bit of sunlight. a little bit of warmth, like some 76, 77 type weather. Sure, man.
Out of here.
I'm out of here. We out of here, man. Because like y'all said, it's been too long. and it's just time, man. Just time. With that being said, man, I probably should have turned the comments on, man. We got some comments. DIP said facts. Much love to DIP, man. DIP.
There we go.
He a real one, man. That's y'all gotta listen to some of his music, man. He's super cold.
Sure.
Check him out. I produced one song for him. That junk. It's a banger, I promise y'all. We got Robert Lee. It says reading is big. Download the Audible app and download and listen while you work out and drive. Shout out to Robert Lee, man. That's exactly what I did when that pandemic hit, bro. I downloaded that Audible app. That Audible app is fire. It's fire. And in that way, you can be listening while you're doing other things, like who else we got? Okay, without further ado, those are the only comments that we have right now. But y'all keep sending in comments, man. We love for y'all to interact with the show. We appreciate it, man. Y'all hit that share button, man, because the more people that we can reach, the better, man. We're really wanting to give people a voice and all of that good stuff, utilizing this podcast this year. But without further ado, man, y'all know I'm signed with Chuck. Y'all know I'm signed with Mr. Chuck D from Public Enemy, right? Y'all know that. So one of the greatest things that happened to me since I signed with the label was I got introduced to a man named Mecca, Janol Mecca Holmes. I want to he's helped me like so much, with my career and my goals and ambitions and everything. I feel like it's only right that he be the first guest ever to appear on the Memphis Jelks show, man. He has a new film coming out. He's a film director straight out of Atlanta, Georgia. One of the hottest, dopest producers that I have ever met. He'll take my song, take the beat completely out, and produce it better than me. I want to definitely, I want y'all to give a warm round of applause, man, for my big homie, my big brother from another mother.
Hustler.
The super hustler, the super
hustler, man.
World renowned, worldwide, Mr. Janol Mecca Holmes. Yo, we gotta give it up, man. We got that in the building.
Wow, that was an intro. Wow.
I wish I could do better. I wish I could do more, because you mean that much to us, man. We appreciate you coming on the show.
That man, honor's all mine. Mr. Memphis Jelks. What's up, Jay?
Yeah.
My man Landis, man, honor to be here. Man, I like those resolutions earlier.
Thank you. We're honored to have you.
Yeah.
Yes, so I kind of wanted to get into it, man. You've been having a lot going on, like in your world, man. Like, kind of explain to us about the new film that you're about to drop.
Okay. Well, as mentioned, yeah, I'm Janol Mecca Holmes. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Supernatural INC. It's a multimedia platform, creator of film, music, fashion, technology, as well as education. And we just released a film called the Evolution Initiative. It's a 30-minute documentary that focuses on us, the Evolution Initiative, providing an educational workshop to students in England. The students in England, we're talking roughly age range 13 to 16-year-old kids. They were loosely using the N-word around campus, because they hear it in different rap songs, see it on social media, so they thought it was cool. So the school reached out to Supernatural INC and the Evolution Initiative and said, hey, can you guys present a workshop to address the concern? So we partnered with a couple of organizations, Show Racism, the Red Card, which is in London, England, and another organization called 929. And we created this workshop out of New York to the UK, we did it virtually, and we turned it into a documentary. That documentary is being released via Tubi TV January 19th, as well as other streaming platforms.
Yo, hey, man, that's big. That is like huge, bro, man. Congratulations on that. Tubi TV is like, that's major. That is super major. So what inspired you to want to go into film? Because I know you started off as a music producer and a artist and everything.
Well, Jelks, man, I consider us brothers in arms. Under that Chuck D umbrella, and before there was a Spit Slam, there was Slam Jams. And it started out as an artist, producer, manager, then eventually became president of that label. But even as an artist, it was day one. We're going to do a film. It's just about expressing life experiences and just putting creative content into the world that's going to make a difference. So that's been in my heart and mind since day one. And we're talking, the initial humble beginnings of Slam Jams, like early 2000s. So as things evolve, now is that time. So the Evolution Initiative is going to be the first mini release for 2022.
Awesome. So without further ado, man, would you mind if I go ahead and introduce the trailer?
Yeah, absolutely. Please do.
All right, y'all, here it is, man. Here's a trailer from the movie that's coming out January 19th on Tubi, man. Y'all got the director, the filmmaker right here. If y'all got any questions, just put it in the comments, man, and we'll be glad to address everybody. But without further ado, here's the trailer to the Evolution Initiative.
Change education the way we see it.
What exactly is a NIGGER?
How do you tackle people like myself who use that word as an endearing term?
Our ancestors, that was the last word that they heard when they were dangling from the tree. So how can it be endearing? Putting an A on the end of it doesn't make it endearing.
It's used as a term of endearment. You're basically acknowledging your position in society as being an oppressed person.
Black culture history goes beyond slavery and the use of the N-word.
Nice. That seems like it's going to be like a super documentary to watch. Let me stop it. That's going to be that's a deep. It seems like it's going to be a deep and very important documentary that's going to make a lot of noise and get a lot of people interested. What made you decide to use for this to be the topic or the subject matter?
Well, so the Evolution Initiative, it's actually an educational program that's a subsidiary of Supernatural INC, with myself and I have another co-founder, Mark Holmes, who's an educator, 30 years in business, 15 years of that, one of the toughest school districts in New York and in the South Bronx. A lot of my cousins harassed him. He was a teacher, so he's seen it all. And so the Evolution Initiative is actually a real educational initiative that provides educational training, anti-racism, anti-bullying, leadership, overcoming adversity. And through Supernatural INC's partnership with Show Racism the Red Card in 929, We facilitated that workshop to address the issue in England. And it's definitely disturbing where you got kids of different nationalities, especially these little white kids. They just think it's cool to use the N-word, and a lot of times it's because they see, us use it in hip hop music. Well, not really hip hop music. I'll say rap music. They'll see it in stand-up comedy, and they think it's cool, not really understanding the origin of that word and the history of that word. So pretty much like, hey, that defines Black culture, and obviously it doesn't. Black culture is greater than the N-word, and all the other stuff you probably see on social media. We come from a far more greater legacy. And so it's just very important to let that be known through education and through entertainment. Hence the motivation of the film.
Awesome. I stopped using that word in my music like years ago, man. Something just clicked with me one day. I woke up. No, I'll tell you what happened. One of my best friends, he's a white guy. Shout out to my homeboy. Bobo. In the car with Bobo one day, right? And we always ride around and listen to hip hop all the time. But just one particular day, I hopped in the car with him, and he's playing this certain artist, and this certain artist is just dropping N-bomb after N-bomb after N-bomb, and I'm just thinking to myself, this sounds more like it sounded more like hate. If it sounded more like if I wanted to, destroy somebody or destroy somebody's liking or their namesake or their reputation or whatever, this would be the perfect way. This would be the perfect way to do it. To disguise it as one thing, but it's actually something else. It's actually mentally doing damage in a totally different way than what it seems. And then I would make those people think that they want it. I would make them think that that's what they want to hear too. It's like disguised as something that you actually, they feed it to you like you want to hear that. That's the only reason that we're signing these artists who are using this is because you're asking for it. But we're not asking for that. It's basically being shoved into our culture and shoved into our faces and everything. And one thing led to another, man. I stopped cursing completely in my music, and I especially stopped using that word.
That's good. Now we got to stop using it around the house.
That's harder. That's a little bit harder. Our first episode was about code switching, wasn't it, Jay? Yeah. That's a part of code switching. You might that might slip around the house, but if I'm in a what do you call a professional environment? Definitely.
I just messing with my brother, man.
I'm gonna switch the code. But man.
So there's another video. We had a private preview event in Beverly Hills, California, at the Warner Estate, which is pretty impressive. So the Warner Estate, Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the brothers actually, that's the mansion that they own. So you're talking movies like The Godfather and Humphrey Bogart movies being Casablanca being debuted at this actual mansion, which we had the opportunity of debuting in the film. So it was a good event. Chuck G came out, supported, watched the event. Different celebrities, different journalists, different educators came out. So after watching the film, it just turned into this whole discussion where it was interesting. It was a diverse audience. You had one or two individuals that said that they really had a problem to stop using it. They felt like, hey, this is a term of endearment. I just want to keep using that word. So it turned into an interesting discussion. So I'm not sure if you want to show a clip of what happened.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm about to play it right now.
Cool.
We're getting ready to do an event. This is Janol, Mecca, Holmes right here. And he's getting ready to actually go from this point on. So we're getting ready to watch it go. And it's probably going to change education the way we see it. All right? So I'll be right here, RSTV.
Know that you can't solve thousands of years of hatred and oppression and suffrage and racism in a 30-minute video. But we damn sure are going to try.
There's only so much you can do in an hour, but I know people who taught next door to me for years who in 10 months didn't say the things that we said to a class in 1 hour.
How do you tackle people like myself who use that word as an endearing term?
I feel that, as I said in the film, it's a nasty word. And, there were images in the film that showed the roots of that word. So when it's used as a term of endearment, you're basically acknowledging your position in society as being an oppressed person. This world is not meant for me to be oppressed. The Creator didn't put me on this planet for me to be oppressed by no man, nobody. So when you use that word, you're putting yourself in a position of, hey, it's okay for me to be oppressed, and it's not.
So when I know the history and I still feel that word is endearing, how do we change the mindset of people like me?
You can have that opinion, and that is a valid opinion because you believe it, just like this video. However, we have a fiduciary responsibility to the people that come after us to show them that they should be better and do better and expect better of themselves and others.
An educator by trade, a PhD from Howard University in Black politics and Black studies. And it's been really a struggle for me. I would prefer not to use it.
Because our ancestors, that was the last word that they heard when they were dangling from a tree. The last word. So how can it be endearing? And even putting an A on the end of it. Putting an A on the end of it doesn't make it endearing.
No matter how you use it, it's intended to do one thing, to take a person and say to them that you are less than.
Just like when I was in school, like I told Chuck earlier, I didn't know about the Black Panthers and just so much that I learned listening to Public Enemy, listening to KRS-One, listening. It was like education. It was school.
Admittedly, I am not ready to accept the word N-I-G-G-E-R. It eats me to my core when I hear it. And I do think the normalization of the word is problematic. Last week I'm at a business event in an Uber, and the Uber driver is every song is just N. I'm in a vehicle with white colleagues, and I say, hey, would you mind changing the station? He looked me right in the face and smiled. Everybody likes this. I said, well, you can pull over right now and let me out.
Check this out. The Evolution Initiative coming to Tubi TV.
We're back, man. I love it. I love it, Mecca, man. I cannot wait to see this movie, man. Everybody out there who's watching this, man, y'all, please support this movie. It's going to be on Tubi TV, January 19th.
It's next Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. This is a discussion that needs to be had. It's so important, man. And that last guy had a similar experience as I just talked about. Like, when you're in the car, with your friends from other races, we don't be hearing them say, derogatory terms in music in the other music. So it doesn't, why should we allow derogatory terms to be, said all through our music, all willy-nilly. So yeah, he had a similar experience, and it's refreshing to know that conversation is being had here in 2022. What say you guys?
Yeah, I was going to say, man, that it's a mental conditioning that we just got to get over. We got to do better. We got to not only honor our ancestors, but we got to honor our future, and the generations to come and do better, So, very important. And yeah, Supernatural INC, again, multimedia platform. So that film, it's going to be the first of many to be released, this year. There's another film that we're working on called Into the Akata that focuses on the importance of Black people having a connection with Africa. It traces my genealogy to Ghana. And, it just shows the importance of us having a relationship with outside countries. The last, 4.5 years has been really rough with Trump in office, that idiot and, those that support him. And, it should be very eye-opening that, it's important for, Black people to really start thinking, outside their immediate comfort zones. So, that movie documentary touches into that. Just understanding the importance of having a relationship with Africa, understanding the history of it, the birthplace of civilization, technology. I kind of mentioned even in this documentary that, when people think of Egypt, they think, maybe it was in Europe or Asia Minor. No, it's Africa. And so, it's just an important movie. And even with Supernatural INC, it's just important that through music, through film, put out meaningful content, put out content that's going to touch lives and change the world. Our motto is to revolutionize the globe. That's the whole point.
Yeah, Jay and I were just having that conversation on the phone the other day. We're just talking about how, where Egypt is located and everything, and then kind of how, like you said, you would imagine that Egypt was in like Europe or something or someplace else. But then when you actually pull out a globe or pull out a map and you actually look at the actual location of it, if that doesn't spark some sort of interest in your mind, I don't know what will.
Yeah, man. There's Timbuktu, and that's West Africa. That's Mali. The Greek philosophers and many would travel into Timbuktu to learn math and philosophies and really to become civilized. So it's just important for us to know our history. And if we don't know our history, we're not going to have a future. So, it's not just a Black thing. It's a universal thing. So Jay, I need you to start learning Black history too.
Oh yeah, for sure. Cool. I'm excited. I'll definitely be looking forward to next Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna be tuned in. I know gonna be tuned in up there in the Shy.
Yeah, man. Listen. I'm definitely going to.
Okay, something else I wanted to mention too. So we have a big premiere event in Atlanta scheduled for January 22nd at the Plaza Theater. So that's going to be a red carpet event. Media is going to be out there. We're going to have some VIP guests. So we're going to actually show the film at an actual movie theater, Plaza Theater, Atlanta, Georgia, January 22nd. So that's the Saturday. That starts at 2 p.m. And actually, the upcoming months, I didn't tell you this in Memphis, but I want to actually debut the film over in Memphis, Tennessee, at one of my favorite locations. So we'll talk about that. But it'd be great to bring it to Memphis. We'll be doing it in New York. There'll also be an international release in London, since part of the film will take place over in London, England. So we're going to be pushing hard.
Nice.
Love.
Man, anything that I can do to be of service, Mecca, man, you already know, bro. Just let me know. I mean, that means anything, you know.
Well, Jelks, I'll just go ahead and share with you right now, man. We're I want us to definitely collaborate this year where we come together, man, and we honor Memphis. Memphis is such just a cultural, beautiful city, and you're one of the important faces of Memphis. I know it. The local media knows it. Fox, they love you, man.
Thank you.
Miss Mervis, Chuck always talks about you. It's just Memphis is just one of those unknown soulful entities that never really got its true love. I mean, of course, you got 3-6 and Gotti, Bold MJG, of course, the Stax Record legacy, but no. Even now, there's more of a story that should be told, man. And I want us to come together and create that story, man. I love Memphis. Born in New York, I've lived in New Orleans, currently live in Atlanta, but I also consider Memphis, it's just like sacred ground. I love that city. So, shout out to Memphis, shout out to Whitehaven, shout out to Orange Mound. I love Memphis. So we gotta come together and do something for Memphis, man, for sure.
Man, it'll be an honor. It'll be honor, bro. Like, I'm honored that you would even, consider me to be, a fly on the wall of that idea, bro.
Come on, man. The great Memphis Jelks, aka Smooth, man. Come on, man. You know what it is.
Thank you. Thanks, bro, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, man. I'm looking forward to working on that project. We'll definitely be in touch.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So shoot, Jay, you got to be in town when we do that too, Jay. We gotta make that happen.
I'm in Orange now a couple times a week. So.
Yep.
That's where I work.
Oh, you might have to fly down, man.
Hey man, you just let me know. We've been at the stand before,
Yep, we have, and it was a blessing too. That's one of the greatest shows that I can have under my belt, and it's all thanks to Mecca, man. And it just feels good to see that Mecca is evolving, man. Like the evolution is for real. Like it's not only the name of his movie and his documentary, one of his documentaries, but I've watched Mecca's evolution like since I met him, and I can just imagine how much he had evolved before I had met him. So life is.
I want to say one other thing, man, and it's important. I gotta give love, man, to the great Chuck D. We both have our special relationship with him. He's definitely a mentor, big brother, leader, inspiration. Without him, it wouldn't be possible. I mean, it really would, man. I always been a Public Enemy fan. I had the blessing to meet him at a PE concert at the age of 16. And from that point, man, just was a fan, became an artist, and he's taught me so much, man, in regards to just culture and business and just doing things with purpose and meaning, not just for yourself, but for the greater good of all. So I definitely want to send my respect and love to the great Chuck D of Public Enemy, man. Just life is not guaranteed. We lost some soldiers, man. We lost James Tume, Saget, the great Sidney Poitier. And so it's important, man, to just show love and respect, man. Tomorrow's not promised, so I love that brother, hero, mentor, big brother, and through him, man, we wouldn't even know each other.
No,
and so he sparked this whole thing.
He did.
He took your music, brought it to the world, man. Brought it to stadiums, the Memphis Grizzlies. Hell, he brought me around the world with music, with film. So God bless that brother. Love death, man. The great Chuck D.
Me too, man. I love him to death, man. Chuck D gave me a voice, man, like that was much bigger than I thought that I could ever reach. And I appreciate it so much. And he put his celebrity status on the line, for a little local rapper named Jay Smooth, and then he told me then he said your name can't be Jay Smooth. He said it's too many people named Jay Smooth. You gotta have your own thing.
The same man that gave Busta Rhymes his name.
He named me.
He knows what he's talking about.
He named me Memphis Jelks. Yeah. And we've been
Special.
rolling.
I mean, you can say that, right?
Yeah, you're right, man. Thank you, Mecca, man, for bringing that point up too, man. Shout out to Chuck D, man. I'm forever indebted, forever, man. I appreciate it, bro. Yeah. So, man, it's been good. I can't wait to work with you on these new documentaries, man. I can't wait to work with you on this movie, for Memphis that we have planned, man. The Evolution, man, that is going to be super successful. We're going to, pray that it just goes far worldwide. Like, we want people in Mars watching that thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Space. The interesting thing about just meeting you, it was just all of a sudden I just saw here's Chuck doing this song about the Memphis Grizzlies with this guy. This guy Memphis Jelks. And then he just talked about the importance of just Memphis just having a voice. Because of the deep history of Memphis, Stack's music, man, it's that thumping, soulful sound that served as a lot of the foundation of Public Enemy and just hip hop in general. I got a good relationship with Easy Mo B, and that was his whole foundation, man. Stack's records, man, and that thumping bass. It was soul of Memphis. It's the sound of the city. It represents what Memphis is about. Just hard working, nonsense, soul. And that spirit is still there. And it takes brilliance to recognize that. And Chuck recognized that, the importance of Memphis. He recognized the importance of you. So and I want to see you continue to win. So you, Jay, all those guitars in the back. That purple background, keeping up with the thing. And Orlando, I know you're in the shy right now, but your heart is in Memphis, man. I want all you brothers, man, to keep it going and keep it moving. Man. It's definitely making it happen for 2022.
Thanks, man.
Sure.
Thank you, Mecca. And we want to see you win too. We want to see you make it, to the, as far as the good Lord will allow it, man. Just and more. And Jay, a lot of people
as
don't know.
As far as that mega bus takes me, right?
Yeah, they call it a mega bus, but once we get done, they're gonna call it the Mecca bus. It's gonna be the Mecca bus. Watch. I'm telling you, y'all check out. Go to Tubi, January 19th. Please go to Tubi and support my brother's movie. That rhyme. Hold on, let me write that down. Go to Tubi and support my brother's movie.
Okay.
I'm tripping, but Jay. A lot of people don't know Jay is a super dope guitarist, man. And he plays lead and he plays bass guitar, and he's super dope. He's part of our band. We have a band called the Grind Stacks. O is the drummer.
Oh yeah.
Stuff like that. Chuck, gave us the name. Of course, Chuck named us the Grind Stacks because he put stacks in there.
Yeah.
And then he said we got the grind from Justin. He be grinding on that guitar, that lead guitar.
Yeah.
So we grind and we stacks. So.
So we got new music coming from the Grind Stacks or what?
Definitely. Yep. It's definitely going to be in the making. We're at least going to drop a single this year. At least a single.
Man.
Yep. With a video. With a dope video.
Yo, Just, who's your influences, Just?
Oh, man. I started out listening mostly metal stuff. Zach Wild was my hero for a while. Let's see. Here's a Les Paul right here.
Yeah.
That was my first one. I got that when I was 15 years old. And just most have been hard rock metal.
Okay, how about this, man? I hate to do this to you, man. You feel comfortable grabbing out those guitars and doing a couple of riffs?
I literally just hung those up so happy. I don't even have an answer to it.
Okay.
Another day.
That would be dope.
Love. Yeah, Eddie, well, of course, Jimi Hendrix, man, but Jimi Hendrix and Eddie Van Halen, man, badass.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. So with that being said, man, it's been a great show, man. The N-word discussion from the private viewing of the Evolution Initiative at the Warner Estate. That's the video that we're gonna leave you guys on. And don't forget to go to Tubi TV this on January the 19th and watch the full-length movie. It's a full-length documentary. It's shot by one of the greatest brothers, man, that I ever met in life. Let's wish them success. Let's share it. Let's post it on all our social medias, whatever we got to do to get this movie to be platinum. I don't know if movies go platinum, but if they do, we want this movie to go platinum.
Double platinum,
double platinum,
double vibranium,
diamond. We want it to go diamond. So
right.
Much love to everybody. Y'all got any shout outs y'all want to give, or because we're gonna leave out on watching the movie. We're leaving out watching the movie.
Tubi TV, January 19th, 2022. Make sure you watch. And again, I've got that big premiere in ATL, January 22nd, 2022 on Saturday, 2 p.m. God bless everybody, man. Revolutionize love. Supernatural INC, the Evolution Initiative.
God bless y'all. Let's go. Hold on, I had a technical difficulty. My bad, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all.
We're getting ready to do an event. This is Janol, Mecca, Holmes right here. And he's getting ready to actually go from this point on. So we're getting ready to watch it film. And it's probably going to change education the way we see it. All right? So I'll be right here, RSTV.
Know that you can't solve thousands of years of hatred and oppression and suffrage and racism in a 30-minute video. But we damn sure are going to try.
There's only so much you can do in an hour, but I know people who taught next door to me for years who in 10 months didn't say the things that we said to a class in 1 hour.
How do you tackle people like myself who use that word as an endearing term?
I feel that, as I said in the film, it's a nasty word. And, there were images in the film that showed the roots of that word. So when it's used as a term of endearment, you're basically acknowledging your position in society as being an oppressed person. This world is not meant for me to be oppressed. The Creator didn't put me on this planet for me to be oppressed by no man, nobody. So when you use that word, you're putting yourself in a position of, hey, it's okay for me to be oppressed, and it's not.
So when I know the history and I still feel that word is endearing, how do we change the mindset of people like me?
You can have that opinion, and that is a valid opinion because you believe it, just like this video. However, we have a fiduciary responsibility to the people that come after us to show them that they should be better and do better and expect better of themselves and others.
An educator by trade, a PhD from Howard University in Black politics and Black studies. And it's been really a struggle for me. I would prefer not to use it.
Because our ancestors, that was the last word that they heard when they were dangling from a tree. The last word. So how can it be endearing? And even putting an A on the end of it. Putting an A on the end of it doesn't make it endearing.
No matter how you use it, it's intended to do one thing, to take a person and say to them that you are less than.
Just like when I was in school, like I told Chuck earlier, I didn't know about the Black Panthers and just so much that I learned listening to Public Enemy, listening to KRS-One, listening. It was like education. It was school.
You know, admittedly, I am not ready to accept the word Nigger. It eats me to my core when I hear it. And I do think the normalization of the word is problematic. I will, last week I'm at a business event in an Uber, and the Uber driver is every song is just N. I'm in a vehicle with white colleagues, and I say, "Hey, would you mind changing the station?" He looked me right in the face and smiled. Everybody likes this. I said, "Well, you can pull over right now and let me out."
Check this out. The Evolution Initiative coming to Tubi TV.
Squad up.